everybody. So, I've been wanting to make this video for years. I think, I could be wrong, I think every year when YouTube has its anniversary, or every time there's like a big event where the YouTube logo is in the corner, they always change it to match the event. Like Pride or E3 or whatever. And they had a moment where they were doing like my story or your story or whatever. And all these YouTubers, big and small, would tell people about their YouTube story. And I wanted to do it around that time, at least if they did it multiple times the last time that they did it. And I just never got around to it because I was busy doing other stuff. Or I just couldn't, yeah. Time and me, we just don't really get along very well, I guess. So, recently, I saw a video by Nightmare Maven, and she talked about how YouTube has changed over the years that she has been on the website, and she mentioned this video that she saw of Bunny, mostly known as Graveyard Girl, in her collaboration with Shane Dawson, and how her channel was just not getting the views that it was getting, and it was like this thing of, oh, maybe her channel's dying and stuff. And one thing that they said is that, like, that she needs to be more of herself and not to, you know, I guess, play this character that people want her to be. That people want to see more of her, and she doesn't always have to do these things and be hyper and energetic and happy all the time and stuff. They want to see more of her and her real life and get to know her more personally. So, after I kind of detoured and watched that, which I will leave links to the video and Nightmare Maven's post and her video, shout out to her because she's amazing and her channel's great. She does a lot of horror movie reviews and books and TV shows and things that have to do with horror and anything creepy and scary. And forgive me, I'm not feeling very well today. I haven't been feeling well for a while. I'm getting over a cold, amongst some other things, but it's nothing to be worried about. So before I jump into where I'm going with this topic, I do want to take a quick moment to thank all of you guys for your support. I will probably say it again at the end of the video, but I really do appreciate every one of your support through the blog, through my blog, Buddy Colt, and my YouTube channel, and even my previous YouTube channel that is dead. Thank you so much. So anyway, so the purpose of this video is I'm not saying goodbye to YouTube or anything. This isn't like a somber video, I promise. I try to have high energy, but I mean, not a big of a high energy person. I don't think, because I do so much. So, this is probably going to be a really honest, somewhat personal video. And I will tie it into the things that I saw that it inspired me to kind of, I guess, respond / give you my YouTube story. So, I started YouTube in 2005, 2006. The site was still quite young and stuff, and I don't think Google quite bought it quite yet, so it was very creator friendly, and I didn't really make a lot of content like this with my face in videos. I started off by doing a lot of fan videos, which, if you don't know what fan videos are, it's just taking visual images from something else and putting music to the visual images. So around that time, I got into J-Rock and Visual K, so I would take all the PVs and concert footage and stuff that I gathered, and I would cut them up and I would put music to it. And then I would share them in J-Rock Visual K communities on a place called LiveJournal, which I wish I was still more active on, but I know a lot of my friends are no longer on there anymore, but it was like the place to be back then. And I got so many hits on my fan videos. My very first one was to Dane's Beautiful Things, and it's a fan video I'm still very, very proud of. And doing fan videos was how I kind of learned how to edit videos and how to think about how music and images correlate with each other, and to tell a story through the lyrics and the visuals, even though these things weren't originally together. So I did a lot of fan videos. There might have been one or two or so that I didn't like as much compared to my very first one, but I am still very proud of all the fan videos I did. I did this really big project for like a huge Duran Gray dedication fan movie that I swore I would never ever do something like that again, and it was about an hour long, and I did a fan video for each member. I did one with only PVs, only lives, only special clips, and then I would insert intermissions of every single song they put out until that time. And I don't know if it was for their 10-year anniversary or 9-year anniversary or something like that, but I was really coincidentally wearing my Duran Gray shirt. I was super, super, super into Duran Gray. I still am. I still love them. They're still my favorite J-Rock band, and I was very proud, and I had a lot of fun putting these fan videos together, and I did it with Windows Media Player, and they turned out really great. And I got a little more of a challenge with my editing when I started doing the Ducky and Miko show with my friend Ducky, and I started incorporating text and videos and music in the background and transitions and stuff. It was a little more intimate, not intimate, but complex and challenging. And I did different types, I've messed with other types of software, and I just tried to do the best I could with what I had, which wasn't a lot. I didn't have Adobe Premiere, I didn't have After Effects, I didn't have what I have now, but I was very proud of what I did with the show, and I'm still looking forward to sharing all of that, the rest of the content of the Ducky and Miko show, because it used to be on my original channel that I started in 2005-2006. Then, as time went on and Ducky moved away, I started doing more vlogs, and they were more topical. I would just pick things that happened that I would read in articles and stuff and kind of talk about it and kind of rant and stuff. And I did it through my laptop's webcam. It probably wasn't the best, and I was not as comfortable as talking to a camera as I am now. But that's what I did for a while, and then soon Google bought YouTube, and I started getting copyright strikes for my fan videos and for the Ducky and Miko show. And then my channel got suspended, and I couldn't log back in. I couldn't get all of the vlogs that I recorded from that channel because I stupidly just hit record on the website and just recorded, and I didn't like save these things for myself. I do have all my fan videos, I do have all the Ducky and Miko show episodes, but those vlogs are just long gone. Back then I didn't really have a big fan base or anything. I didn't really care about it. I just wanted to do something creative and different, and I just loved messing around and learning more stuff about editing, even though editing is something that I don't particularly want to do with my life. I've always been interested in movies and critiquing, and I've always wanted to make movies, so people will be inspired and want to change the world because they saw something in my movies and they want to create things and touch people. And that's pretty much my life goal. That's what I want to do, is make movies that inspire people. I want to direct, I want to write, and I want to get things that need to be said out there. I want to represent people that don't get represented often, and that's what I want to do. So when my channel got suspended, I was at university. I went to UNT, University of North Texas in Denton, to do my bachelor's degree in radio, television, and film. So I would learn more things about how to make editing and filming better than what I taught myself. I'm still, to this day, not perfect, and I don't think anyone is perfect, even if they're making millions and millions of dollars now doing what they love with film. There's still things to be learned every day. I think that's just life. You're always learning something new, and I'm still learning, and I'm still open to learning more stuff about editing and filming and whatnot. But back to YouTube. So I was very upset when my channel got suspended and I couldn't get back into it. And so I had to restart with my current channel here. I try to get all those people back that subscribe to my previous channel, and it's been hard. I don't even remember how many subscribers I had in my previous channel. It could have been 100 or something, or close to it. Not sure. But I wasn't like a big YouTuber like Graveyard Girl or Shane Dawson or PewDiePie or anything like that, because I was not consistent. And until like when I started my Patreon page, I haven't been really consistent here either. But I'm getting better at being consistent with posting. I try to get something up every week if I can. So during this YouTube journey of restarting my channel, I started doing more vlogs that were topical again, which you could see like in my history, and I would have kind of like vague little topics that might hit, that I'm sure people might consider them clickbait or whatever, but if you know what my channel is about, it's always been about Asian pop culture meets Western pop culture, and just commenting on both of these things because these are both things that I enjoy. I love talking about J-rock and Visual K and K-pop and J-pop, Chinese pop, Korean rap music, but I also like talking about American music and how the industry has changed over the years, and I like talking about what Hollywood's doing and doing reviews on movies here and the concerts that I attend here, and just how all of these types of pop cultures just intermix in my life and just society in a general sense. So I've always kept that as a constant theme that I want to portray. Whether it's a strong brand or not, it might seem kind of scatterbrained everywhere, but I have so many interests, but they all intersect in a way. So as time went on with my channel, I wanted to get a little bit more serious and, keep doing these topical type things and start doing more like reviews and vlogs and show you guys conventions and concerts and stuff, do unboxings and showing off things that I've gotten in the mail because I love mail a lot. It doesn't have to be things that I order. I love getting mail from my friends and from just people who just are like, I thought about you, so I bought this thing and I'm sending it to you. I think you would love these things. And I'm very, I guess, old school. I love mail. I love sending it. I love receiving it. But more so I love, like, sending it. I'm a very giving person. So I try to do more videos on YouTube, but when Google bought YouTube, I knew I had to be more careful with the content I shared because I did not want to lose what I built back up with my current channel. I was afraid of copyright strikes, especially if they did fall under fair use, because there was this whole thing about hashtag where's the fair use, and so I had other avenues to put my videos that might get copyright strikes, or have gotten them, and they were just completely taken down and blocked from countries, so I just took them out and put them elsewhere. I think that's only happened once so far, which is my Scream, the TV series review. I got a copyright thing for it, so I just got rid of it completely and just put it on, I think, Dailymotion or Vimeo or something. So I never thought about monetizing my channel and earning money on YouTube like a lot of people want to do, make money off of YouTube and make a living off of doing YouTube videos, because, well, I think my number one reason is that I'm afraid of copyright strikes, unfair copyright strikes, and I just don't trust that, and I just didn't feel like my channel, because I have such a small fan base and I wasn't consistent, and I feel like the things that I talk about are kind of niche. At the time, I know K-pop's blown up a lot more. J-Rock has kind of fallen underneath K-pop, unfortunately. But because of that, because I have such a niche, I guess, voice, I felt like monetizing my channel would just do nothing. I wouldn't really get anything in it, but mostly I think the number one thing is I was afraid that I would get more strikes and stuff, more reprimand from Google and YouTube for the content I put on my channel, so I thought it was just pointless. I'm going to be transparent, I did try to do monetization for Muddy Cult, the blog, but it didn't work out. So, as I keep making videos and trying to put them up every week now, as opposed to every other week that I try to think of content that you guys would enjoy, that I would also enjoy making. I try to always be myself when I film videos. I try not to hide my feelings, especially if they're unpopular opinions or whatever, because I know there's some things that I don't like that, like, the majority does, or vice versa. But I always kind of put I guess myself first. When I make videos, I think of, is this going to be something enjoyable for me? Am I going to have fun with this review? Is there something that I could contribute to this thing that I'm talking about that someone could take away from? And if you guys like it, then I continue to do more of it. And I guess that's a fair way of making videos. I don't know. But I never thought of, I'm only making videos because I want to be popular. I don't follow trends. I didn't want to like jump into K-pop because like talking about K-pop stuff because oh, K-pop's popular. It's more of I like K-pop. It just happens to be trending now. I didn't do unboxings because unboxings are popular and trendy. It's because I like to receive mail and I like to share what I got in case somebody else is on the fence about buying stuff. I know I like to hear what other people say about certain, I don't know, items and they're curious what's inside or what to look forward to because they like ordered it or something and they haven't received it yet. I don't know. But I don't make videos because I want to be popular. I don't pick things that are popular because I want to trend. It's usually, most likely, a coincidence that it's something that I like that just happens to be popular. So, if you want to call me a bandwagoner, you can, but I don't feel that I am. I could be that person that's defensive and show all the receipts, but I really don't care what people think in that aspect. But for the people who have stuck around, I do take into consideration of the content that I give out. I try not to burn myself out because I have so many ideas. So, my YouTube journey has been quite a rough one. From starting off with something good that I had in my high school days to starting all over again in college and then being where I am right now where I'm getting a little bit better with editing, with giving out content, and trying to take my brand a little more seriously and trying to, I guess, solidify said brand, which is kind of everywhere, but not everywhere, if that makes sense. So, I want to keep going. I want to continue to make YouTube videos, but I do not want to make YouTube my profession. My end goal is to do movies and stuff, but I don't want to stop doing YouTube, of course, because I like doing these videos because they make me feel good and they give me a release, and writing things on my blog makes me feel good too because it makes me think and it gives me practice and it gives me ideas of what I want to do with my own stuff, but it also gives me a chance to interact with you guys and get your opinions and feelings and incorporate it into things that I make in the future. So it's kind of like this like circle of like exchanging of feelings and ideas and opinions and stuff. As for things that I thought of when I watched when they went further into Graveyard Girl's life, which Shane Dawson did, which I thought was great. I thought about myself of, do I need to be more open? Do I need to show more of myself to you guys? I will always be Miko. I don't think I will ever reveal my actual name. I try to keep that secret for reasons. I try to keep my two lives somewhat separate, but there is like this gray area of intersectionalness that I want to use in my professional life, but I don't want to completely depend on one or the other. I try to be open and honest and kind of give a little bit of my real self, like parts of my real life into my, I guess, creative pieces without being too personal to, like, I don't want to, like, bring people in and then their life is, like, I don't know. I want to be open enough, but I don't want to be too open, I guess. I guess one thing I guess I could think of, like, while watching things, the Graveyard Girls thing, I was just thinking of, well, how can I make my channel better? Do I need to be more personal? Or, I mean, obviously I need to be more consistent and add different things and whatnot into my channel. I do want to do more things, more videos like this every now and then, aside from, like, personal, like, vlogs that I do, like, for my patrons. Unfortunately, I'm not, like, Bunny or anything where I have this, like, huge mansion and a bunch of cars and stuff that I worked really, really hard for, but everything else that I have, if you are one of those people that are like, well, why does she need my help? Why does she have a Patreon? She has all this, like, stuff that she keeps buying and stuff, but I work my ass off. I do a lot of stuff. Like, I save, I struggle. I'm just like you. I have loans, I have car payments, and I still live with my folks. And I am at this point in my life where I'm saving to move out and try to pursue my career and be on my own. And really, in my mind, Patreon is not a place for me to gain more money. The money isn't, like, my goal, really. Patreon for me is a way for me to give more to my supporters. Since I love giving stuff away. I love doing things for other people. And I don't really expect to get anything back for it. Patreon was made also for me to be more motivated, to be more consistent, to stop having excuses of why I'm not doing this, that, or the other thing for you guys. Patreon is just the thing to, like, light a fire under my butt. And the money aspect of it is just really a perk for me. So that's how I view Patreon. First, to give you guys more things because you've been awesome. And second, to make more content for, like, you, my supporters / followers, to be happy and for me to feel happy for accomplishing stuff. Right now, with the state of YouTube, I'm not sure how much longer they'll let creators be creators, because everything keeps changing, which throws off people's income and whatnot. And I'm happy personally that I don't have to worry about that, because it's just too iffy. Things keep changing and it sucks, and I think it's unfair, and I think YouTube should go back to what it was when I first started back in 2005, 2006. I don't know. I am not big enough to start this hashtag, but it would be great to, hashtag bring the you back in YouTube. Because it's so corporate driven, so business driven, and I hate that. And that's a big reason I don't trust monetizing my stuff. But I do continue to put stuff on here because I love making videos. And I will keep making videos as long as I am able to keep making videos. I don't know if this video actually had a point to it, but I want to thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me ramble a little bit about my YouTube story and kind of the struggles of being a YouTuber. And thank you for supporting me for so long. And shout outs to my lovely Muddy Colts patrons, Alice, Ophelia, and Nightmare Maven for supporting my page. And thank you to everybody who watched. If you would like to see more videos like this one or better ones that I make, and you'll hit the like button and subscribe below. And if you want early access to our videos, you can support me on Patreon and you'll get early access to my stuff. I'm gonna go now and do something else productive that isn't me rambling about YouTube, and I don't even know if this video had a point, but thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys next time. Stay hydrated and cool. Peace.